Hi, I'm Dr. Rectus. Welcome to the first edition of the Kettlebell Doctor video newsletter. For the next few weeks, what we're going to talk about are ways to make kettlebell routines more effective, but more importantly, more safe. There's a lot of information out there about how destructive kettlebell routines can be. They can hurt your back, they can do all kinds of things to you. And the truth is, they are very aggressive. They can be dangerous if they're done improperly. And, there's really two reasons why this occurs. One, who's ever teaching them hasn't been trained properly in techniques and safety. But two, the patient or the client is not adequately prepared from a physiologic standpoint for the rigors of a kettlebell routine. So what we're going to start with over the next couple of weeks is how do you prep somebody for a kettlebell routine? How do you activate the muscles that are key when it comes to lumbar stabilization? How do you make it less likely that they're going to have a problem? If we can do that at the outset of initiating a whole series of workouts, and also at the outset of the actual workout, the chances of injury in the beginning, when people are more vulnerable, or even later on down the line, are significantly decreased. So in a minute, what we're going to do is go over the first exercise routine that we're going to want people to do before they begin their kettlebell circuit, which is an exercise to activate the rectus abdominis muscles. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, the first exercise that we're going to review is an exercise that will activate the rectus abdominis. Now, the rectus abdominis is not a huge stabilizer of the lumbar spine, but it is important. So the problem with most crunch exercises or leg lifts is that they do pull the spine out of neutral posture, which is what we're trying to avoid. So this particular rectus abdominis exercise, called a curl-up, comes right out of Stuart McGill's book, Ultimate Back Performance. And what we're going to do is activate the rectus abdominis while maintaining a neutral lumbar spine. Rule number one is do not force your low back into the floor. I know that goes against what everybody thinks you need to do with crunches or curls or any of that stuff. But once you do that, you preload the spine and you increase the chance for injury. So with the curl up, we're going to have the patient or the client lie on the floor like this, one leg bent, which puts the pelvis into a nice neutral position. Their hands go underneath their low back for a little bit of extra support, and the spine in this position will stay neutral. For people that are just beginning, we're just going to do a little bit of a curl up. They're just going to come up off the ground, lift their shoulders up off the ground, and then go back down again. And you'll notice that his neck and his upper back are moving as one. He's not tucking his chin and coming up, and he's not poking his chin forward and leading with that. That moves as one. For people that are a little bit more advanced, they can come right up and lift their elbows off the ground, and then go back down again. So as a precursor exercise to engaging in a full kettlebell routine, this will begin the activation of the rectus abdominis. In the next video, we'll review activation of the transverse and oblique abdominis, two of the more important stabilizers of the lumbar spine.